I have found a tremendous benefit in following a structured training plan at the beginning of the season to help me get my biking legs back and to help me progressing towards my riding goals for the year. Otherwise, I'm just all over the place and I ride a little bit here and I ride a little bit there and I'm never getting faster, better, or even being able to keep up with my buddies. Not cool. I want to be fast, and so I do structured training. I hate to admit it, but it has taken me a long time to understand what in the heck all these recovery rides on my training schedule were all about. I didn't get it. But to be honest, I'm glad I finally am coming around to it because recovery rides offer a ton of benefits and are a great tool to add to your workout calendar along with your normal workouts, of course your rest days. Recovery rides really fill in the blanks and help keep you going. And today we're going to go over the differences between a rest day, a recovery day, and what the benefits of each of those are, and how do you know when exactly to do one over the other, and all those good things. Grant, Elrabike, let's get into it. The way my structured training is set up, I have a training calendar. Mine happens to be in Training Peaks, but there's a ton of different ones and that doesn't really matter here. I have a week breakout of my workouts that I'm doing for that week, the rest days I have for that week, and almost inevitably, almost every single week, there are what's called recovery rides. And in my mind, I just couldn't understand the use of it. I thought training and working out was like a light switch, right? It was either off or it was on. You were either doing something like gym workout or an aerobic workout or an on the bike workout or whatever it was. You were doing it on, or you weren't doing it off. You were resting, you were recovering. To be honest, that's not the whole story and it's leaving a lot on the table. Let's actually quickly take a step back and define what a recovery ride versus a rest day versus a workout day looks like. So we're all on the same page here, right? A workout day is obvious. It is some sort of workout geared towards a specific end, right? You might be a zone 2 for X amount of time, this amount of intervals, whatever it is. That's a workout day. A rest day, typically that means no gym, no bike, no nothing. And if you're really serious and in deep into training, might even be no yard work. Yes, no yard work. Anyway, so if on one end we have a workout day and on the other end, the opposite end of the spectrum, we have a no work day, the recovery rides are kind of somewhere in between. And what they are, in my experience, is a very low key, low stress, low output ride for 30 minutes, for an hour, and they are perfect to help get your body and get it in the spot where it can do more work again. How does it do it? How is the benefit? What is the benefit? Simply put, the workloads that we're putting ourselves under during long-term hardcore endurance and strength outputs, like our cycling sessions, our body produces a ton of waste in these metabolic exchanges to keep us energetic and going and on the bike and performing. It's converting all sorts of different things our body has into the energy that we need, and as a result, there are waste byproducts. In order for those to get cleaned out, yes, you can just hold off and wait, and your body will naturally take care of those things, or you can help expedite the whole process and do a low-key, extended recovery ride. What this allows is for your muscles to very gently flex and push that blood flow around. It's like your muscles are these very effective pumps of moving your blood through your body. And if you do it at a low key enough level, you're not putting any extra stress onto your body. Think of it as an active recovery as opposed to a full out rest day. The great thing about these things is if you're working with a coach that knows what they're doing, they can stack these throughout the week. You can stack a recovery ride in between two intense workout days to help keep you moving from one thing to another, depending on what your training goals are, right? It can be stacked right between a full-out rest day. You've got a hard workout day, you've got a recovery ride, then you have a rest day. Those recovery rides really help clean up your body, clean out the waste, get things moving so that then it can recover. And you do actually really do need a full out rest day for you to capitalize and to set those adaptations that eventually lead to performance gains. So these aren't and will never replace a full rest day, nor are they meant to. They're meant to be an augmentation versus a complete reset. We've talked about the active recovery, that being able to flush out all those metabolic wastes that we produce when we work tremendously hard. The other is muscle relaxation. Instead of stiff, sore, unused muscles, that gentle pushing of the blood in and out of those muscles without a whole lot of work really does lead to more relaxed feelings. Not to mention, now this may sound a little bit silly, but the mental refreshment, that mental break that you can give yourself just by doing a fun, easygoing, casual ride where you can stop and smell the roses, where you can look at the pretty scenery, where you can talk to people without being super focused on a workout. Workouts are great, but day after day after day, you do kind of need a break, actually. And the mental break that just a silly little fun ride with no goal whatsoever can provide can keep you going week after week. It's fantastic. And speaking of keep going week after week is something that's super important to me that I found is key for myself, being kind of a lazy, procrastinating sort of a person by nature, and that's momentum. If instead of taking a full week off, I can sprinkle in a few recovery rides along the way, I keep my training momentum. So I'm not starting over at the beginning of my next work cycle. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get back on the bike and pedal. And what am I doing? Am I able to hit my numbers, sort of a thing? No. You keep that momentum of, oh yeah, I train, I show up, and I do this darn thing every single week. For me, that momentum and that consistency has been the most important thing for me. Regardless of the output that I'm actually able to do, consistency has been the key. So again, when you combine both the proper rest, full out rest days, the chill out and don't do anything days so you can take advantage and make those adaptations you need to progress towards that next level, combining those with proper recovery days, and obviously the right workout balance to get you towards your goals, it really becomes a powerful machine that as the season progresses and as you do this longer and longer, you start to see some super great benefits. So I want to wrap there. If you have any questions, you have any comments, hit me up below. I'd love to hear from you. Grant, El Bike, bye.